Welcome back to ScaleSpeedworks. My name's Mike. Another month, another rant. Here we go again.
You know what really grinds my gears?
Most of the time, the difference between 1/24th and 1/25th scale isn't a big deal until it is. Have you ever tried putting a 1/24th scale engine into a 1/25th scale car? It doesn't fit. And if it does fit, it looks completely out of place. And vice versa. A 1/25th scale engine in a 1/24th scale car is going to look too small. It's not proportional. Look, there's not a huge difference really in the grand scheme of things. We're talking about fractions of an inch, fractions of a millimeter. I get it. But when it comes down to how you want your car to look, proportionality is really a key element. For example, I'm building the Revell Boss 302 here. This is a kit engine, detailed, ready to go. I wasn't planning on using it until I had to. I'll show you why. So let's take the valve cover right here. 23.09 millimeters. This is a 1/24 scale engine that I purchased online. Really wanted to use this because this is a twin turbo. Let's see the difference here. 2309 for the kit engine and 25, let's call it 2561 for the 1/24 scale. Okay, not a huge difference, right? Except this won't fit in this car. It won't fit. I'd really like it to, but it just won't fit. It's too big. The bottom of the block and the oil pan won't fit in the mounting holes that Revell designed to work with this engine. Not a big deal. Things could be modified, but really, when you modify the chassis and the engine bay to fit this, then you really need to make it a little bit wider to fit the turbos, the exhaust manifolds. It's a snowball effect, just one thing after the other. I really like this engine, and in fact, a lot of 3D printed parts. They are fantastic. You cannot beat the quality and the detail in a 3D printed part. And I was looking at the description of this item, and in the description, and let me read it for you. In the description of this item, it lists all the separate parts. It says that it's 3D printed, tells you what kind of engine it is. It even tells you what color resin the engine is printed in. The last sentence of the seller's description says, "If you want a different scale, send me a message requesting a custom order." Okay, again, not a big difference between 1/24th and 1/25th scale. But when the 1/24 scale doesn't fit, you really need a 1/25th scale engine. So here's what I did. I reached out. I know it could be impolite or rude sometimes, so you guys let me know down in the comments if I'm in the wrong on this one. Is there a way I could get this printed in 1/25th scale to fit the Revell 2013 Boss kit? The one I have is just a bit too big to fit, and when compared to the kit engine, appears to be closer to 1/24 scale. Many thanks. Not a huge deal, right? I thought I was pretty polite. This is a reply I got back. The difference between the two scales is minimal. I'm talking true scale, but a fully assembled engine with a transmission is less than 1 millimeter wider and about 2 millimeters longer in 1/24th versus 1/25th scale. Okay, really, I mean, that's all we're talking about. Just really fractions of a millimeter, but it makes a big difference. One fits, one doesn't. So again, back to requesting a 1/25th scale engine. I said, Sometimes that's all you need. The fractions of a millimeter, just a little bit of a difference. The difference between the two scales is minimal. You know, and again, maybe I'm going about this the wrong way, but if I were the seller and somebody reached out to me and asked this question or a similar question, I'd let them know the difference is minimal. I'd be willing to print one for you, but the difference is minimal. That's all I wanted. I understand the difference is minimal, but instead I got this, which essentially it does me no good. It does me absolutely no good. Yeah, the difference is minimal. I understand that, but I asked if you'd be willing to print one in 1/25th scale. That's the answer I got back. And then I got, have a nice day. Good luck finding the right product for you. Okay? We all know what that means. All right, so that's really all I have. I know this is another rant about another silly topic, but like I said, 1/24 scale isn't going to cut it in a 1/25th scale kit, and a 1/25th scale engine is going to look way too small in a 1/24 scale kit. Tell me if I'm wrong. Let me know in the comments below. That's all I have. Thanks for your time. I'll see you guys in the next one.